عم خون وين قال ينقدي شاد مارني شو عم شيحة كارزوثا أدلوقا ودم طيل زوند إليشو عتد مهويا مهويلا برونا شميلا شواوا ويالد ونشواثا مزد لألا حنينوثي إما بسخلة كبيرة إما كدويوا يوم الثمانية ثيلا تدم طهر اليالا قاروا بشمة بابي صخرية جوب لا يمي وميرا طلي لا إلا بايش قرية يوحنن ميرا طالة ليث ناشا بقاود أو جغدية دي لقرية بأذي شمة ورمزلا تبابي ما كبت تقاري لشمة طلب لخلوحة وكثول إلي ومير يوحنن بتهاوي شمة معجب لا كلي عدانا بتخلي كمة ولشانة ومحكيلي ومبرخلي الألهة ويلز دوثة ربطة اللي تكلها شواوديي بشن محكية بأذي مندي بكل طورد إيهوذ وبكل أنا دشميوة متخمليوة بلبي وأمريوة مها بتهاوي أذيالا وإذ دمريا واوا أمي بشن مليا صخرية بابي من روحة قدشة ومنوبيل ومير وآية يا يالا نويد حلاية بتبيشت قرية بدرخشت قامت برسو بد مريا وبد محضرة أرخي تدياول إذاعثة خاي تعمدية بشوقانة دخطيثي وبرحمة وحنينوثة ألاهن دبقوي بتتافق وبتزاير عمديا من روما تنمبهير من خشكة وطلنياث دموثة بد معادل أقلاثا برخد شلامة يا لراويوة وزاخموة بروحة وويوة ببرية واليوم تبشلي خزية تا إسرائيل وشوحة لا لا مينا إذ بركثيد مريا عليكم أخواتي وخطواتي عزيزة ديوي الخوشابة دثلاثة صوبارة بش ليلا بس خوشابة وبطر بداث يلد دمارن هذه خوشابة دي لهويث يوحنن مع مذانا وقصتها دبابي ويمي دوا وساوة ودغدي شميلو خن بقاوة قريانة قمايا بمحكيل اللي أوراهم ودخ أنه ألاها مير طالي بقاود ملاخت كم خازيلة أنه بختي بتهاويلها مبرونة فاني عجب واثة كله إلى من هيمانوثا يعني عقلة برناشة لقى بالله بس هيمانوثة قبلالا قيليا ليث مندي عسقة جيبد ألها إي بداود كل مندي من هذا ليل معناته بس من دي قابل عقل ديا آوى إلى حق عدل لا من داند هيمانوثة عقل ليه بتقابل له يعني عقل ليه بتقابل دخ مشيحة بهاو من براتا دليلة قورتا عقل ديا لا قابل سرة بختد أوراهم بسيبوثاد ما هو يبرونا إليشوع بسيبوثان ما هو يبرونا. فأستخملت دخشوي أنه بيدك يذب عقل ديي ولما حكوي بقاوة أنه من دي تلقى بالعقلي لقى لنا أنا اتي رأي تد أمرنا وشدها وعكس ما قمت خملي خن لا إذ من دي دهيمانوثة إذ من دي كثاوة قديشة لازم قاروخلي وفهموخلي بإيتا دخكم فهمالي من قميثة ولدهم قمت ريال بشنة لكبار دها أخني شقلوخ هذا كثاوة قديشة وقاروخلي بدل عقل دي لقابلت من دي وبالتالي خرافاتي لا ليل صادق من دي لكبار وخاصة يعني من تدهاوي من دان الببليك كم رخلة يعني باجتماعات ين براديوات ين برس مقالات لكبر كدخ التحدي يلبانا أرخي ويمانوثة أرخى فكثاوة قديشة ليل كثواني كله تاريخ قاروخله من دي دبريله كثوخله وكم هاي منخ بقاوي هم لكم هاي منخ لك دايره باله بس كثاوة قديشة لازم قاروخله وفهموخله بإيته يعني مو آخر بإيته لا دغتكم فهماله ودغتكم بشقاله إيته لا بد أنا شخصيا لك قاطع عقلي من دث مندي بدأ من هذا وأنا لك قاطع عقلي لازم مثلا تمل ونبي شماء براديو خاوية بمارة ليس قيمة دميته ليس يوم خرايا لكاثة قي عقلي لك قابل مين عقلك لك قابل هاي هيمانوثة له يغ بمارة قانون هيمانوثة كموذيل بابواثا ايتا كل شات طلثام وخمشوسري وبصرة وقيمة دميثة كم هيمنغ بقيمة دميثة يعني بداث يوم بخالص علمه لا وكام لها لا بداية ولا شريثة ولا خلصتها هاي تمام إلى لت بس ليه علمة إت شريثة وإت خلصتها وكلن إيوخ بث علمة إتن شريثة وإتن خلصتها كلن كهاوخ وميثخ ويوم خخ يوم إيما يوم لك يذخ بداث مارن وبخلصة علمة بخالص هاي إلى من دي دهيمانوثة يعني شد عقلا لك قابل بس لازم قبلوخ بهيمانوثة كم هيمنوخ بقيم تدميثه وبخايد الأبد آمين. فأخوات وخطوات عزيزة هذه ينقاليون هويت مريو حنن دي لبشقت حنينوت ألها يعني ألها أمر حمل البرناشوثة لا بس الاسخرية وإيل شوع إلا أمر حمل البرناشوثة من سبب يحنن ثيل لا تبابه ويمه ثيل ألها كمشادير تعلمه زي لوخم بنقاليون مرلوقة كامر يا لرويل برية لا عيش لقيبت بابه ويمه يمكن مثل بابه ويمه قلولة لين واو ساوي واو زل عيش أم الجماعة خنة تخشت ولا ربانة يمكن جماعة كمران يمكن يعني جماعة دواو بعياشة بغداد خوات ربانة ولا ما بداود يعني برية كل عمره ولد بشلي جوان قرابة ثيل بشلي خزية بني إسرائيل ابني إسرائيل فشدرت المر يوحنن إلى تمحضورة أرخة عدولة شوبابة أرخة تماني تآودي لبثاية بصرة آود مير اللي أنا لك طانن ليون خاشخ ليون مستهل تشارن صولدية الطانن صولدية يعني ثيل مش بشل مشدرة قامد مارني شو عمشيها مر يوحنن إلى آخر ويا التقطة دوريتها دتقتها كلها، وبصري كاثمارا رزيلوخن بابي وزيلوخن شميلوخن أنه عم مير ما بتاو أذيالا لين إذا مريا إلى إلي وبابي مير نوبيل ومير آيت يا يالا تاوت نويد علايا يعني دألها. فهذا أخوات وخطوات عزيزة هم أخني كلن اتن كدخ ات خشولة بقاوت خاية ألها كيب منن خمندي ميل أذي مندي كدخ أوقرك يا ذي الضمير دي يقرك هامير مثلا بابا ويما مهمتي إلى المقيمية لي ملبانا إلى تدمول بيال زور ومقام لا برخة عدل قاشا ين مطران إلى تدمول ملبانوثة ادئيتا قدشتا لا ديه لا من دي دقاو خاشو إلى العدل يعني الغلط كرك مولب يلبان ادئيتا دكم ملبان من البايت شن من تريال بشن. فإلهك طالب منا أنه كده خدم كامل واجب ديه. فأكيد بقاودات شبثة بتاوتوا مشغولين كبيرة محظورة بيلدة بخياطة باتشا محظورة إيخلان وتبيواذا كبيرة من دان بس شوق وخصة خقصة شوق وخقصة وقت تألها متخملوا بقاود إثيث دمارا ما قالها كم بقيل تعلمه يعني تبني ناشا أنهم شو دير برونه تداوي من بخته وعايش فقيرة كلش داخل خمارة وتولة ولا تامة واوي وبين ثي. فأخني دخدمير يا أخواتها أنه ما حضروا خصة جيانا ما حضروا كل من دي ما انشد بس ما حضروا جيانا تا يلد دمارا تهويث دمارا قصة ما تاو لبواثا تاو صبيه ما قد إيبا مصبخ لبواثا حتى مريا حتى مارا هاويب تا ناخذ شار بلبواثا هم أخني آمين.
شما عزيزم شونيل الرحمد مريا ام حسيا دعاد الالياس عربو بداوراز دقورة دي صبر خمشي شاب السلام خوشكا من كاتدرائية يمد ألها ام حسيا دعاد الالياس عربو دي لبراند ام حسيا الياس عربو ام حسيث دود يسو عربو دي لخوند ام حسيث السميرة عربو خضر عربو حسيا الموضيع المحترم جورج عربو بشرى سناوي عماد عربو غانم عربو أمل سناوي وندى عربو مدهاورا زقورتية صبر خمشي شابة السلم خشكة من كاضرائية يمد لها هم مشونين الرحمن مريم حسيثة الجميلة قرتشو مدهاورا زقورتية صبر خمشي شابة السلم خشكة من ايت السهد بمدينة ستيرلينغ هايتس وبثر دخ تعزيت تاب قاود راوند بالاس بانكوت هول ماوند بالاس بانكوت هول 17 مايل رود والإشواب عاصرته ام حسيثة الجميلة يوسف قرتشو دي لبرات دم حسيا د يوسف وفهيمة قرتشو دي لبخت دم حسيا إبراهيم قرتشو دي ليمد نجاح حسيا خليل باسل غسان يوسف سهامة سهرة سلمو نجاة غدا سلمو وديلا محسيث دخونا ميخائيل تشولاخ داوراز دقورت ديا صبر خمشي شاب السلم خشكة من كنيسة الشهداء في مدينة ستيرلينغ هايتس وبثر تختعزيت تابقاود رهرد ماوند بالاس بانكوت هول والإشواب عاصرته ألام حاسيلا ويا ولا ملكود دشمية وشما عزيز اديو إلى خائذ رابا إلى إيذد مطمريم طنتد لمو مكيانايا عيد الحبل بلا دنس أثيومك تخرخ يمن مطمريم يما قد اشتحن يعني يمن مطمريم طنا أبقاود يمن مطمريم بلا خطيثة وبلا موما تد يمن مطمريم هو يم حضارته تأيثيث إيشع تتبغرد ياتها صبية ونظيفة تدبطنا وتدمهو يم كاسة مارا ولهن إيشع مشيحة وبث يومك مهانو كل ما سيرات ديا ربانياثا اديو إلى إيذي دي لا أني قرية ابناثا بطند لموما كيانايا صم صالح وطلبخ من مريا ألها تدارب لبد خماثة ديا تدهاويلا قرياثا خماثة تبها تدهاوى ربانياثا ما سيرات تأيت ديا كالديثا هاو إيذو خبريخة ويمن مط مريم نطر لوخو بداي موثا وشما عزيزة خاثة لولو حلاق من سان دييغو بكاليفورنيا بتاويلة سفرة روحانية المكسيك دعذرا غوادلوبي يوم 8 بيرخد تريسر واليوم 13 بيرخد تريسر December 8th to December 13th trip to Mexico for Our Lady of Guadalupe Shrine. ايمت كي بالشاق المعلومات لو أردوكثا يبدو مخابر 619-208-8098 قاخرته 619-208-8098 يا عذرا غوادلوبي مصالم بدالا وشما عزيزة خاثة لولو حلاق تكوذا سفرات كبيرة بتاويلة سفرة البرتغال اسبانيا لورد ايطاليا اورشلم قدس وتركيا من يوم الأسرة بيرخد إير واليوم قمايا بيرخد حزيرا سفرة روحانيتا خاثة لولو حلاق من ديترويت ومن ميشيغان إباد آثا البرتغال اسبانيا لورد ايطاليا قدس وتركيا خو اسري يوماثا من ماي 10th till June 1st ايمت كي بالشاق المعلومات لو اردوكثا يبدو مخابر 619-208-8098 قاخرته 619-208-8098 وكشو قلنا خو بشلامة مني أنا جونيور عصام يوحنان جواد. Thank you and have a great show.
يا عين كافي تبكين يا عين كافي تبكين يا عين لامينا وغالي مضيع منامي تزعل علي ما تزعل وحقك لما تتدلل تزعل علي ما تزعل وحقك لما تتدلل مهما اشوف بدنياي مهما اشوف بدنياي بالحسن انت الاول بالحسن انت الاول تزعل علي ما تزعل وحقك لما تتدلل مهما اشوف بدنياي مهما اشوف بدنياي بالحسن انت الاول بالحسن انت الاول هلا 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 ادريك انت تحبني وبحبك ملوعني ادريك انت تحبني وبحبك ملوعني تحرقني وتعذبني تحرقني وتعذبني ترجع علي وتسأل ترجع علي وتسأل تزعل علي ما تزعل تزعل لما تتدلل مهما اشوف بدنياي مهما اشوف بدنياي بالحسن انت الاول بالحسن انت الاول هلا 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 ما عندي غيرك والله ارحمني فدوى الله ما عندي غيرك والله ارحمني فدوى الله عمري بوجودك يحلى عمري بوجودك يحلى غصني بغيابك يدبل غصني بغيابك يدبل تزعل علي ما تزعل وحقك لما تتدلل مهما اشوف بدنياي مهما اشوف بدنياي بالحسن انت الاول بالحسن انت الاول
Live from the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort Studio in Farmington Hills, Michigan, it's the John Zia Oram Show.
رد باب الغور بتشعيثه بابي وانت كل بريثه اني وانشرشد مردوثه البايد شن بلا خيون بث نهرين معمورين شلامه وحباب براسي وان كلذانا يا كلذانا يا العالم كمي كلدانا يا كلدانا يا
John Zia Oram إلى number 1 show.
أنا ملبانا يلدا قلة قدار نشلامي قمايا تأخوني جان زي أورم وقدار نشلامي خنة زودانا الأخواتي سالم جدو وأخواتي وأخوني جان يلدا خوشابو تتهاوى بصيخ أمه وآي قصيدة زين أمرنا دها إلى تجان زي أورم بس وأني بتوابش معه
مقبول.
يا جان زي أورم يا قورة الزونة خاثة يا جان زي أورم يا قورة الزونة خاثة اكطلب طالو صاخوثة وبيث ملي بركاثة مريم حاسيل بابوخ مرحبة ومرطاواثة تولي أموخ كم خازنوخ قورة نيخة ومكيخة اكشقلت وكياود بهديوثة بعيانة ولبخ بصيخة مريم بتهاوي أموخ وعمرخ بتاوي يريخة بس قالت كم شارتن بلوشانة بابا وساوة إيشع وتلميذ دي بقاوت سورة محكاوة كالداي كم يقريلوخ لذشولة رابة وطاوة طالوخ كياون هوناي يا جان زي أورم كهند إيتا كم يقرت يلباند روح دايم مريا إيل بعيانوخ بصلوثة ديمة مريم مريا إيل بعيانوخ بصلوثة ديمة مريم وكشوقنوخ بشلامه.
This is Brooklyn Marie Hadir Yaldo.
I'm Isabella Alos.
This is Abigail Rita Hadir Yaldo.
I'm Grace Davish. Welcome to the John Zia Oram Show.
I'm Maxwell Munderzoma.
Shlama Loch Maxwell Pishli Ishwada.
Wow.
Said that when he was like 1. Shlama. No, Shlama he learned later. Shlama Locho Khawata Khatwatha Timask Dota Mandani La'ar. Right, let doch masla.
كنا شنو بسيارة.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You better stay away from me. يوخاخا موخو وشيث بشوا بجان زي أورم شو كبيرة من نوخي لمبقوري كنت خالا كبيرة لخازن كبيرة ناشي دها but قيلة كودو خادخ وقيلة كودو يثن كورونا لا كودو well dodo slow down legbog dodo خخني تاو blame يبن مالنا studio مالنا هنا دوذن فيديوز زي المطاعم زي الكاسينو زي التامو زي إنه زال ده next week in Paul Toronto to see Nakhatha being sworn in, right? Maqaratula.
تنصيب. Installation.
I'm glad you were born into the Campite. How do you know? I never heard this word, Tonsip. Not even from Shamasha Salam or all that.
Oh, Shamasha Salam knows.
Tonsip?
Oh, he knows.
Because?
He just knows.
Oh, he does? So, but what I read today, and what I shmelium Toronto, Canada, Ontario, is very, very bad at Corona. 3 vaccine. Chag Zade, yeah, Gzedo. So I can tell you. It's scary. Alam Hasela Dil Nashi Bizalo. Alam Hasela Edaqrele Junior Idio Bishkaber. It's so sad. Most of the names of Zeliana, well, less than 62 years old. Don't ask me how they passed away. But it's a horrible situation, whatever it is. Not because because of Corona, because the hospitals ila millionashe. Ham aladlaut nawela Corona lezio di la same service. Ya kibel operation, ya kibel hernia, ya kibel prostate, ya kibel eye, ya kibel athmendi, omandi. Lela bishqalena, she's giving them a hard time. So the healthcare system is broken again. Not broke money-wise, because these hospitals make a lot of money. Do I know? But in a broken system, and paying a price for it. Because first thing, we don't pay attention. Second thing, as you were telling me, you have cousins in Toronto. The anti-vaccine, anti-corona, I think they should just turn around, catch a flight, go back, even if they're born here. They should go back to where they come from, what can be on Huarucom, because this is ridiculous. It's almost scary what's going on right now. As you know, since Monday we talked. We were going to go to Toronto, and it's not easy. And I just gave you the headline, right?
Of course, yeah.
Remind me of that headline.
That's let me bring out my other phone.
Other phone?
Other phone.
My sister's right. She said, I think he's got 2 phones.
It says Delta variant case rises in Canada's Ontario, Omicron to hit hard and fast, which means the شكل ضد كورونا المخيا زماخ كندا Ontario اكدي وينزر واكدي تورانو قوية وبشقلولة من داني القميثة.
To weather you with?
To corona.
Oh, la weather.
No, la Joe.
Oh. So it's corona.
Corona زي المخيا بشعار
مخيلة كاميرا. لا مخيا. يعني أنا محكي for like next 6 months when you finish reading the article. It's crazy. So for that reason, أنا لزيزالي خبري ناشد كبا زوالا لزيزالا. And we're scared. Because أخني أمريكان and now تاما لادلاو ثبار مندي هم بخنمندي يا حكومة بدو the statement, you can't even come back.
Or quarantine. They'll make you quarantine.
Well, quarantine there is like being in Iraq because the health system is broke there. Akhala broken. Tamala broke and broken. Lata la pare, lata shakli nasha. You go to Toronto in a hospital, you may wait 8 hours while you wait 8 minutes here, literally.
For a simple procedure.
For a simple, not procedure, almost to get that oxygen tank to come to you.
Or a checkup
or something, or ER. There's people waiting for a day and a half in the ER.
Wow.
Yeah, this is not Africa. I'm talking about next door, Canada. 3 hours from here, 2 hours, Windsor. Windsor let that facility, London, Ontario.
Yeah. Now you lived in Canada for a long time. Was it good and then it became bad?
No, Canada's been like that since 1862.
The health system.
Everything. Because when we lived there, we had a full-fledged Blue Cross here. very rarely, never ever went to a doctor there. I never even met a doctor there that at their office. You couldn't get anything there. You couldn't get a test. You couldn't get MRI. You couldn't get nothing. You couldn't get an X-ray. You had to go to London, Ontario, 2.5 hours away to get it. This is now in the 90s.
And that's all of Canada.
No, Ontario is very rich compared to the rest of it. Now, if you go to British Columbia, Wanikhin province, state that, you get nothing. So, بس saying Matran, they're sworn in next Tuesday, you said,
yes.
Right? Next Tuesday. So I don't know who's going from here, or mainly our church people are not vaccinated, right?
I don't know.
Mainly. I mean, it's not Nashidian, mainly the church, the Pelchil church.
50-50, I would say.
50-50. You're trying to be nice so they can be good to you, huh? I'm not blaming the people. They just have to have kudachab kefe.
They never stated it, so I'm just saying I just make a 50-50.
Yeah. I mean, so some of the shamash are not vaccinated, probably.
Not that I know of.
I don't understand what that means. فهمت تميل vaccine؟
ده كم فهمنا.
ما هيك كنت تيلو صور مداري لو تبفهمه.
No.
Hey. What's in your mind?
من كدم شريلة ناشب شقالة vaccines يرخد خديسر شريث يرخد خديسر لكم هي من ميوه vaccine بس ميوه ناش ولو all that kind of stuff. هرتنيث vaccine لكم هي من vaccine أبد.
مكبف. I as a person بقول نقطة ميلا vaccine ما خشوتي له. ميلا تنيث vaccine.
What does it mean?
Eh.
So it prevents you from actually getting the certain kind of sickness.
Okay, then the flu does that too.
Like the flu shot, like
the
the
pneumonia
shingles,
shot, the shingles,
all that.
So what's the difference in this one? What everybody's against?
Prevents you from getting corona.
No, why is is it? You think it's politics? They're not. What was in your mind?
Big time. It's politics first and foremost.
Yeah, but Donald Trump,
he took it.
But he took it. Yeah.
People will say he took something else, or he took this, and he took the shot of antibody. No, he took the vaccine. He instituted the vaccine. He didn't institute the vaccine just to get votes. He instituted the vaccine to get everyone safe.
If he wasn't the president, we wouldn't have vaccine today.
Of course, it would still. I think they say.
I don't care what he did right or wrong.
4 to 6 years of vaccine.
He forced all these companies to do it.
And 4 to 6 months.
All these companies, they wanted to make. Well, in the end, they made their billions and trillions. But I mean, America's got so many vaccine. Well, Biden came again after him, and he says, "Oh, I can order 100 million." Well, it's like you already.
There was already 100 million.
You're already. The game is started. You opened the business. Now I can tell you, let me show you how to open the doors. Well, you've been open for 8 months. What were you when before I opened? Like that. So it's just scary because the reason I ask you, it's affecting our life a lot.
It's politics.
Everybody's life.
It's politics that's hitting the news. What kind of news you're listening to or watching? What kind of articles are you reading on social media, Facebook, and most of these stuff on Facebook, and you read an article, an article, you click, it will give you a nice headline, like in capital letters, this. But when you click on the article, it'll take you to something else. I see a lot of people, they share just articles based on the title or the headline.
So you personally, you had a different belief. What changed you? That's what I'm asking you.
You know what it was?
Yeah, I want to know. Our audience want to know.
I saw two standpoints. The good and the bad. The pros and the cons of the vaccine. So I listened to both,
You're 26 years old.
I did my research.
What gave you the right this time to judge and do a research? For the last 26 years, you never questioned anything you were given.
No, never did.
Because you believed the science and the doctors. So what in your mind? Because you're the only one sitting here. That's why I'm asking you.
I asked questions, and I seek medical advice, not just to one doctor, plenty of doctors,
plenty of pharmacists, plenty of nurses that I know personally on a personal level and to get their medical advice.
And they told you not to take it?
They told me take it.
Oh.
They told me to take it based on how many people are in the hospital that have COVID that are unvaccinated compared to those that are vaccinated. And those that are vaccinated and are in the hospital, how many of them are surviving, which is a very, very high rate.
Well, lately they're not even going in.
Yeah.
The rest of them are going in.
And the ones that don't have the vaccine, majority of them are on ventilators.
Terrible.
Can you believe that? I mean, one of my friends, she's a pharmacist and at the Cleveland Hospital, which is one of the best hospitals in America. Cleveland Clinic.
I know, I was there. They're the best.
I trusted her, and she was, I love Cleveland Clinic's research. And everything they say.
Yeah, you can go to Cleveland Clinic with your insurance you got today here.
But I did not. People will get their information, who it is, from Fauci or Biden or no. Seek your own personal doctor. See what they say.
I don't think Biden, Trump, Fauci, and all that got to do with your personal life. I think you take a stand based on your ego. Smart.
It's because it's their comments that produce a headline on the news.
Well, their comment, with some of them without their word, we could be in a lot of trouble because a lot of them were now listening to, you didn't know who you listened to.
Exactly.
بس قي محكن بصورة ثم قي لا ناشي أوق especially ناشديا. I mean, stopping a guy like me, you know why? I'm not afraid of Ontario people to catch it there or not to go to Toronto. I've been back and forth there. 12 years I was in the area. I'm scared of Nashidian de la Beta that I'm on a run to because I know about 90% of them Lela either vaccinated, especially church people. Lela. And in Ontario, you get sick, you might as well get sick in Cancun because the same kind of health care. Literally. It's not funny. Nashidian de la Bayasha Tamo, the Urqlam Iraq, Thela Khalajiyin, Mzamni, everything. Everything just to come to U.S. Highland Park, Bastor, they will.
Most powerful nation in the world.
Because they complain.
Why and this and everything.
It just makes me so sad when Junior Karataziyatha Lam Hasela, and I think, why did he do that? How is he reading, or what happened to those people? And more you see their ages. From Jerry Yono, you see his emails. The ages are dropping,
And just imagine
80, 70, 75, 65, 60. Man.
Just imagine if obituaries showed you the cause of their death, indicated the cause of their death.
Exactly. Unless you hear a rumbling like the young lady, Najat, last week, 22 years old, Corona, her Nishwatha were saying that you don't hear that. They like that. So, are Imanila swearing in?
14 بثاي خشوني لا 14 بيرخو يسرس 14 بثيرخو
وشمد
Robert Said Georgis.
So he's going to change that or just leave the name?
No, زي شاوخله. Because ولد سيامي ذا ولد باي كنت بايش مطران إيجها أي يوم كان بادل شمي خواثد مطران فرنسيس شمي ويو فرانك كنت ويو قاشو وكان بادل كنت بشلا مطران الفرنسيس.
So ما يبدأ هذا.
No. But you don't know.
Well, that's his regular name.
That's his priest name. That's Shimme Kudwe Wahuya, Shimme Bishlaqasha.
Right. Is it going to change that day?
No.
How do you know? I thought you said to call him Father Frank.
They
he's already bishop. This
you
guy.
can you have the option of changing
But this
your
guy's
name.
already a bishop.
Yes.
He just got transferred.
Yes, he's only getting transferred.
That
He's
makes
only
sense.
switching his citizenship.
That makes up sense. Oh, I don't think he's going to be a citizen of Canada anytime soon. You got to
How long is that wait?
3 years minimum. If he's visitor, if he's there to stay, it's a different story. See, you don't get to stay.
Now America is 5 years. You have to be
right.
How long is Canada?
3.
3 years.
Yeah, that's why Chaldean some of them kazala tamak peshi 3 years, then abriya khatat patkhishula to move over here. So they move. Some of families I know there, Daho, ila Akha, they moved 6-7 times when they left Iraq. أخني ثيلا خريش آخم عراق. أني ثيلا زلال تركيا وزلال لبنان. يا زلال أردن. يا زلال Europa. And by time they made it to Canada. Then when they got settled in, then after so many years they built a business, Shula, Yale Ruela, they apply here, either in the Shwatha or a business to open up.
I never seen a lot, or I never heard of a lot of our people doing it.
Oh, a lot of people I know doing it. I got one right now. He's listening to us. He's right outside Windsor. He moved from Mankawa to Toronto to outside Chatham, between Chatham and Windsor. And he just called Fatin Shakur, the immigration lawyer, and I think she referred him or doing his paperwork to open a business here in Michigan or Florida, because most of them like warm climate, and Canada doesn't have it. التقيطة بس it was vicious, you know.
It's worse in Michigan, isn't it?
Very worse. I mean, in certain areas of Canada, yes, it's not just Michigan. It's actually a good climate compared to other states, you know. But people of the north, technically any lab north, but the way Michigan is surrounded, and people of the north, Leo people of the north. That's why that shirt, what does they call that shirt? Up north or something. What does it say?
I'm not sure.
What's that jackets? You know, the famous
North Face.
That's where it came from.
Patha Shimalia.
Well, Paul, how do you know all that stuff, man?
قصة كذا.
So أخواته وخواتته محكوية موخو كيفوخو لثمندي at least so شقولوا vaccine ديوخو at least لقروتو لنا شراب بعمره يا baby يعني ودهو a lot of kids are catching this thing, you know. A lot of kids. I know members of my family, immediate family. Most of my don't believe in this, but don't ask me why they don't believe in it. That's their problem.
A lot of people refuse to take the test. like بقى شق لي فحص. بس كم رئتي شقل لي قرثة شقل لي فلو. اتي قحة بس ليلة كورونا. اتي خمندي بس ليلة كورونا. مو كذا.
I don't know. I don't understand what they think Corona is. Honestly, I don't.
كنخبي وجزدي ضد أمري ناشي.
On what? I asked you next week if you go and come back, we're going to do the Zooming with people to call us on Zoom. So بتخوخ لزوم طلوخو خواتو خثواتو من ناخد كذوتو زوم لكذوتو زوم اما البخلوخو ام بقروخ طلوخو بس دايتان بول فارس مني آخا عاوش ديل خشون. When did you get yours? 2 months ago or a month? Or we know, and I was going to throw your ass out of here or something. Probably thought about that. Joe Oram will tell you that. So it's hard, Paul. It's hard to have an empty place. So you can't socialize with people. I think I went to 3 restaurants today, and I wind up with one to give me a lunch. I was traveling. Yeah, like clothes. Yeah, all of driveways after 20 cars. Yeah, the $30 for a sandwich or whatever hell with soup. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So they had Corona. We can save one life, one.
It's a reason why we have strong inflation, unemployment, XYZ.
Yeah, I mean, but this thing is not going to go away. I mean, this is kind of surprise even to somebody like me that I had to live
2
this
years.
thing. Well, yeah, but now they're going to name these coronas like they name weathers. You know, those hurricanes and things come in from every year. They have a different name for them, right? They draw them from a card.
Uh-huh.
The same thing they're going to name them. The problem with hurricane only hurt some people in those areas. We don't feel it.
And you can see it physically
and
coming to you.
You can see it coming, or you prepare. You're 100% right.
COVID is it's an invisible disaster.
Yeah, I have a text from Joe Achu, not John Achu.
Oh.
They're not related, like fifth cousin. He said many people refuse to say they have COVID, and yet they go out in public. You're right, Joe. And they don't go out in public, Achoni. They go to Taziyah, they go to weddings, they go to church, they go to Nadi, especially the Insha. The Insha will never admit there's something wrong with her. She's too good for her friends and neighbors and girlfriends. And I married her Palta Hozal and the Medani couple dinner. You think she's going to mess up on the dinner with saying, no, I have a COVID? No. That's the sad part. And I'm not talking about them. And especially I should be all the haflat. Shame on them, man. I think you have a right to sue them. I really do. I think of this.
You're not signing a waiver.
No, if let's they do a temperature check. Let's they do something to help. You pay $100 a person, right? That's 40,000 plus. Somebody got. They should have safety protocol instead of saying Aila 1 lele, Aila 1 hour, Aila 4 hours. Bullshit. You're gonna catch it and give it to 25 and 30 and 40 people, and that's what science and politics is saying. So Joe is right. I mean, they may not tell you they're going out in public because public may not know them, Joe. But cousins do. Friends, you're at the same damn table, man. And I lost a lot of deals because of these, not business deal. Just I don't want to be out there. And it's crazy because I'm bored as hell about that. But I'm glad I stay alive than going to try to take a chance. So today, when I met a bunch of people here and there, I had this thing on. But I have 3 vaccines. I still don't trust it because I don't know what they're going to come up with next. And at my age, I have sugar, I have cholesterol, nothing to brag about. My wife's got a situation. My grandkids have asthma. Little Tolly game. We're not going to play a game with this thing. This ain't a checker game. We're not going to play a game who's got what and what should we do. You just don't take a chance. It's like drunken driving 30 years ago, Paul. Nobody did nothing about it. They killed so many tens of thousands of people. Then they made the law. And it's the same thing. This is like being drunk without vaccine. Like being drunk if you have COVID and not telling somebody. It's the same thing. We're going to come back. We appreciate it. It's something that we talked about. Thank for all your comments, everyone. And we'll be right back. Thank you so much.
There's a sense of anticipation, electricity in the air. You think tonight is your night, and you're in luck, because here, a great time is a sure thing. This place is certified hot. This is Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Go on a hot streak unlike any other, with hundreds of the hottest slots, certified by their manufacturers to be set to the best paybacks guaranteed. Plus the hottest table games and sizzling live entertainment and nightlife. So why play at just any casino when you can play at the only casino and resort that's certified hot? This is your night, and it's time to experience more at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort.
Regency Manor Backwood Hall. Telephone 248-353-1133. السيد أمير نيجر مستعد لإقامة كافة مناسبات الحفلات والتعاسي وغيرها. مشهورين ومختصين بعمل الشاورما اللذيذة وجميع المشويات والقواضي والصواني المشكلة بأنواعها. جلسات ليلية ممتعة مع الأهل والأصدقاء من الاثنين وحتى الخميس من كل أسبوع. بار كامل من المشروبات الروحية. المحل واقع على الميل 12 ما بين تلغراف ونورث وسترن هايواي. تلفون 248-353-1133 248-353-1133. ريجنسي مانر يرحب بكم.
Southfield Funeral Home, Jerry and Ferial Yono, 12 Mile in Southfield for 37 years, 17 Mile in Rhine, second location. They do funerals, كل أمريكا, Michigan, كل ستيتات, California, Arizona, على دلاوث, أمد كبه, خابر Jerry and Ferial Yono. West Side, 248-569-8080. East Side, 586-275-0429. 37 years in business. Price, quality, service, excellent. أي شغلات شنة funeral home business. That's all they do. هراي لشولي. They're part of our community and we are part of them. 37 years. Jerry and Ferial Yono.
دخلك شو صاير اللي
Ascension Medical Group عيادة العائلة الدكتور باسل عبو بريخو، أخصائي في الأمراض الباطنية والأطفال والكوليسترول، والدكتورة مدى حكمة جميل أخصائية في الأمراض الباطنية. يقدمون خدماتهم في موقعين ساوثفيلد وستيرلينغ هايت داخل المجمع الطبي للدكتور باسل بريخو على الميل 19 وماونت بالقرب من كنيسة الشهداء. كذلك يوجد داخل المجمع الطبي للدكتور باسل بريخو مجموعة من الاختصاصيين التابعين إلى هيئة أسنشن الصحية، ومن ضمنهم اختصاصية النسائية والتوليد بالإضافة إلى صيدلية ومركز للعلاج الطبيعي. للمزيد من المعلومات الحجز يرجى الاتصال على الهاتف 248-557-4443 248-557-4443.
She wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, but all that she wants is another baby. Yeah. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, but all that she wants is another baby, yeah. Gearing up like we own it, unconfined, not controlling. Gypsy like, yes, we're moving. Shoulders ready, everybody shusha. Gearing up like we own it, unconfined, not controlling. Gypsy like, yes, we're moving. Shoulders ready, everybody shusha. Everybody shusha. Everybody shusha.
Beautiful Juliana Jindu. I know you're in Chicago. We love you. Thank you for all your songs. Every one of them means something. Leila had a Harberbeshi songs, like everything Juliana does is it's laid out
She
professionally.
sings everything.
She's not only singing, she directs it, she produces it.
She writes it and everything.
I've been listening and watching her. I don't know how long. I can't see. I don't know. What is she, like 40 or something?
Yeah,
How old is she? 40?
I guess.
You know, you met her at my parties, or you don't show up?
I've met her a few
You
times.
never
She's
met
singing
her at my party. You weren't even
not your
18.
party, no. But she's singing my brother's wedding. My dad requested her.
Oh, she
My
did?
dad loves Julia. I don't know who loves Julia anymore, you or him.
Oh, Ghanem Hanna Kachel. You know, Ghanem Hanna Kachel. He said right here, and he says he knows her. He's got her personal phone number.
Wow.
I happen to call her, but I don't know about him. But Ghanem knows that. He said he knows her. I think out of 4 or 5 shows I did, she was in 3 of them. And the other time she was traveling.
At
to
the
Iraq
Eats, Beats, and Eats?
And here, in Regency Manor. I did a Valentine 2 years ago, this Valentine. I almost did one, but we'll go back to Corona. I'm scared. Shmoo Ullan. So, Anim Hasid Ajay, what happened? Did they forget all about him?
They were the last one. The funeral was today for one of the girls.
They buried him?
Yeah.
All of them?
All of them. I believe the first one started in the first funeral of them was Saturday, and then there was one Monday, and then the other was Tuesday, and today was the last day, Wednesday.
God bless them. That's a horrific thing. So that's how the media works. Because while I was shooting, it was on 24 hours a day.
Because it's not going to spark a headline or ratings as much as the incident that happened itself.
I hate this. I want to say something, but I can't say them on the air about this media. Come do you need that Tanasha? Come tali siyasa bgawa akhwatham ta'ulla corona. Udailam ta'ulla bkhay nasha school. So since we were here Monday, as you know, Sterling Heights was mentioned. And yesterday it was
Walled Lake
Central. And I had a Chaldean family member call me, and he said he just drove by Wall Lake Central, and there must be 30, 40 Chaldean cars. It's probably 30 to 50% Chaldeans, Wall Lake Central. Yeah. I think, Michael, where'd you go? Western? Yeah. George did too. So, kulle babkhaya gezilei. You know, you guys gonna have to but you're gonna have to do that. I mean, we have to have a game plan tanashidian, because you're very concerned and very concerned, but man, it's multiplier. I mean, we can't afford مالبخلات يا زورم نونم ناثر لازال شقلي لما سدسم من داي ولو ذي شر إمه ولا قرالي شمانه.
What's unbelievable is after the Oxford بطر مشكلة دبريرة بقاعد Oxford مدرسة خازخ كبيرة من يعني schools بواد أرخوات النفس من دي threats و all this kind of stuff.
Kids are kids. I mean, social media gives
majority of it is the kids trying to pull a prank or a joke.
They always did before, but when they made the phone call, they knew. I mean, years ago, 30 years, I was with a bunch of cops today. We were talking about it. 30 years ago, they would go to Michigan Bell or Ameritech and get the bill and who made the phone call.
Wow.
Now, there's a million. You don't need to call the school. You just do the social media. We then 10,000 other kids see it.
And
then
whatever.
It just goes more. But what happened with this kid that did this, he did ask for help. I mean, it's a horrible situation on both 15-year-old and beautiful other kids because he did ask for help, but he was ignored. What I don't like about it, the politicians are involved in it. So when you got the governor over there within an hour, I didn't see governor visiting. I'm not Republican or Democrat anymore, so don't ask me. I'm independent, and it doesn't matter. Truth never hurts. When people were dying in these hospitals, I didn't see the governor standing there. When people were announcing that there were trucks load of bodies, I didn't see. But those kids get shot within an hour. The prosecutor calls her. I know every one of them because I spent a lot of years in that party. Yes, I did. It's me. Okay? And by then, I want to investigate it. And why are they all national news? Why don't they worry about us and economy and people and love and work with law enforcement? I mean, when you see the prosecutor and the sheriff not even talking to each other when these people were dead, I'll turn around and sue those people. And not the sheriff. I'll sue the damn prosecutors. I don't care. Because it's wrong. People are dead. And they're arguing, holding press conference after press conference after. What did that do? Who did they arrest? Who were they looking for? They weren't looking for. Today, as you read it today, thanks to Clarence Dass, explaining it for his client, what were they looking for? People didn't kill and run. Is that mother and father? And I'll make you $1 million to one. They'd be found not guilty. This is the first one in America where the parents
are involved.
No, they weren't involved. That's the problem.
Weren't involved.
Anybody should be charged as the school people. When you come to my office,
because
you created this problem right here in my office, you're going to blame the building owner?
And they didn't take any
action. You're going to build the manager? You're going to blame the person in the parking lot? No, you did it right here in this office. You started this fight in this office, example. So, this game, ilam ta'ola, akhawata khatwata, la shamutu le drabal yalochu. We went exactly from far east to far west in 2 high schools. Then we got a time bomb in West Bloomfield High School. There's just a time bomb there. There's been trouble behind the scene there forever. Thank God it's not guns or nothing. There's been drugs and opiate and everything else in Troy schools and kullani madaris. So, but Ani toch governor, toch attorney general Zimak Bar, toch high secretary of state Yamakulilo, talabed election CNN, SCHAN, NBC, toch I prosecutor dathel of January, do your damn job and quit worrying about the publicity part of it. I mean, I don't know the prosecutor, I have nothing against her, but I must have saw her in her living room, her bedroom, her kitchen, on every channel live. I mean, it's horrible. What are we saving? Are we saving any lives from being on the air?
They're sparking publicity.
No, they're not saving any lives. We need to go into these schools and these halls and these education and educate these children and show them. We already got them pissed off in politics. They turn 18, they can vote. But don't forget, 2022 is the governor's election. And that's what happens.
They're going to change things up.
Well, I mean, it's politics. If you ask me, I never would agree with it when Donald Trump used to say it, but I do. Because it's death here, Paul. This Nasha Mitla, man. Nasha Mitla. And these parents are devastated. I mean, the kids never made it at age 18. The guy's going to be in jail probably, till he's 100. The other ones are dead. The other ones are scarred with injuries and bullets and stuff.
Many of those students are going to be scared to go back to school. Not just Oxford, all these other schools.
كنا محكوخ لبسورة كنا his own problem كنا his own يالا problem كنا إتا depression إتا مندي إتا قهر كلها الناس أكو ديلا أخوات ديلا movie stars ليلة إلى جريحة إلى مريء they can't handle this no more. It is going to go on and on and on. What a mahkab number, oh well, it was 2018 or 2015 last time this thing happened, and now it happened in Michigan. I mean, when you wake up in the morning, you're younger than all of us. When you were 14, 13, high school, 15, you don't even know if you're going to school in the morning. And you would have paid anything to skip school.
Of course.
And now you don't have to. Let the government do it. One call, one phone call, one social media. The cops don't judge people. The cops not run for office. The cops, they just do their job.
Principals have their job, and the police have their own job.
And then the government have a job. But they all, headline news, what happened? There's nothing going on in Michigan.
Majority of these principals are leaving it to the hands of these officers, police, to have the police do the job instead of the principal. That the only way of solving the problem is getting the police involved, supposedly in their standpoint.
When the crime is committed.
Exactly.
Well, what the sheriff did, he put a person in school there. So when somebody's bully, this kid, I guarantee you, was bully. I guarantee you was bully. So the kids can't. I'm told St. Mary's in Orchard, they get bullied all day. 20%, 30% of the kids are bullied.
Bullies happen a lot, especially in junior high school. Oh, elementary school too. So I'd say in all grade school.
This kid gets around and gets a gun and shoots, and all of a sudden you created a new political stars. Nothing to do with the families, nothing to do with the teachers, nothing to do with the students. These politicians all front page. We're going to do this. That's not one damn politician was on the TV can do anything about taking guns away. Not one. They don't have one vote. Not one of those politicians can stop. And I suggest to every one of you, straightforward, you should go and Google those names and find out what they stand for. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. Some of them were those kind of politicians that created this atmosphere. I know a county, could be this one or another one. You get caught with the gun, it's supposed to be 2-year mandatory. Automatically, they plea bargain with you and give you no jail term.
Wow. It's usually for.
And it's the same people are on TV every day saying, we're going to do this to you, we're going to, and after you listen, you go, why? That's why I asked you, what happened? There's this thing that gets Ilekim Qardila, and that's it. Same thing.
Of course.
And because we are we're a little ant on the wall in population. Uyala and Kazala, they're from great family, they're good students. You know, looking at them about the parking lot of Dathmandi, you don't have to go into the school. So yes, don't bully. And don't listen to the media. That's first thing. Kulani bil news. I mean, it was horrible. Honestly, it was horrible. I mean, I was in tears all week watching, but it's horrible what the news media and those politicians took advantage of the time. And they just talked about killing. What happened to the families? What happened to those children? That's all they are. And Wiladriya Batra'ai, he's got court coming. Yeah, he's got court coming. But because we can't run away from this. Between this, what happened, this 2 weeks of depression here, and this corona stuff and all that. I mean, what do you get? Can't even go into a restaurant to say hi to anybody. They don't wait on you. I went to a Chinese restaurant to get something to go to bring here. She had tables blocking the entry. She goes wait on the other side of literally square tables blocking the hallway. I mean, Jesus Christ, can I at least get to the cash register and pay for it? She goes, no, you pay on the other side of the table. Right here in Farmington Hills. And it was
It was hard for me to find a dine-in restaurant or a dine-in fast food spot or coffee shop around here.
I know. This is all affected by it. And why, Alan, I don't think a lot of kids are not back in school, right?
A lot of parents are fearing for their kids going back to school.
But how long, then what the hell do you do? You know? What do you do?
Go back to doing virtual on Zoom or whatever
Well,
it
that's
is.
not good. I mean, the kids, they're bored. Can you imagine the kids being home? And the parents, some of them got jobs.
Yeah.
Some people got, things to do. Some people got sick, mom
What
and
are
dad
the
at
kids
home.
gonna do? Just play video games all day, and they get sick of it.
Little Michael does. He sits here, produced the show. Christine, watch Michael. Christine wanted me to show you on the camera.
What he does?
How do I do that? Christine, he says I can't show him right now. He's hiding behind there. Because she wanted me to interview you.
We can't even see him.
I know, I can see that phone. So what are you going to do? You're going to Canada? What are you doing? Are you going to talk to some people?
Are you gonna come?
No. Absolutely not. I'm told not to go. I fear for my health.
I'm gonna give it a couple days and see how.
You got to give it at least till Sunday so you can do your test. 72 hours. You'll get it Monday. Then you go there Monday night, Tuesday, you drive back. If that's what you like doing. I don't know. If you ask my opinion, I say you shouldn't go. I know a bunch of people are not going. But you're a rebel. I see you everywhere. You don't miss those things.
I really don't. I went to San Diego for one. I went to Canada for one. Yeah.
I know, but now you're very vulnerable. What worries me about being in Canada.
Now I'm more cautious.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, why were you reckless?
Pre-COVID, yeah, pretty much. Now it's you gotta save your life and save other people's lives too.
Oh, you mean
as far as safety precautions and as far as all that goes.
I think everybody at home should have a temperature. So, don't be ashamed.
I believe there's an app on your phone that checks your temperature just like that face recognition when you unlock your phone.
It'll tell you temperature?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Paul.
It's almost time to go. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's all good. Thank you for watching John Zia Oram. Go to Facebook, put mask on.
I'll get mine the next show. Don't worry.
I got one for you. I brought two new
ones. Thank you.
But I wasn't about to get up to go get it. Because you better. I literally brought it for you today.
Thank you.
Because I have a bunch of them in the car. And make a zelochu mask. It's shopping airtime, Christmas, each 10-minute cashier stir, because about 40 minutes.
Especially shopping for Christmas, there's dihamat kabira malat.
Well, also time. There's no palacha, there's no this. So, God willing, we'll be back Friday, 5:30 to 7. And God bless you, and stay healthy for this holiday. Salo tanashadi la lasah. As Nashid Kam Salata Kullohu. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. Thank you, Akhawata Ukhatwata of John Zia Oram. Kiokloch Okhbar, the best of the day. Mayithan Umalethan. We hope we'll be back Friday at 5:30 till 7. God bless you. We love you. Thank you. I love you, Yom. Good night. Mwah.
جهيلخ ونهيلخ وما قعوذة بغزيلخ شلوم بخاين نزريلخ وبلبخ حب ندريلخ ما قد جهيلخ ونهيلخ